Hola chicos, we're going to talk about Jugar today. So I'm going to need you to take notes and I'll have questions pop up. So go ahead and label your grammar notes Jugar, which means to play. You will have a quiz on Jugar sometime soon, and then it'll be on the chapter test. And this can be found in page 208 in your textbook if you want to look there for more information. All right, and as always, if I'm going too fast, just pause. Okay, we need to write this down. This is your normal AR verb chart. I'm not sure if everyone remembers what the endings are at this point. So we did an AR chart, an ER chart, and an IR chart. So this is your regular AR chart, okay? So if you want to recopy this down, label it AR endings. So it's o, os, a, almost, on. And remember, if we have like the verb hablar, so like to talk, we can say hablo for I talk, hablas, you talk, habla, he, she, or you formal talk, hablamos, we talk, hablan, they, or you all talk. If you don't have this chart memorized, you're going to want to re-memorize it now because you need to have it to be able to do the jugar verb that I'm going to show you how to do because it's weird. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on again. Okay, copy this chart down. You don't know it. So draw yourself an empty chart here and plug in juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, juegan. I'm going to need you to notice, I think you can see me circling this. This nosotros does not have an E in front of the G like all the others do. Okay, and I'm going to teach you why in a minute. So we want this all copied down. Juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, juegan. This is to play. If you want to say I play, you say yo juego al tenis. We play, nosotros jugamos al basketball. All right. Okay. These are all things, I don't know if you need to write them or just listen to me tell you and then you get it, but this is all new stuff to you. So jugar is what's called a stem changer. That's something you've not yet learned at all. You don't know anything about that. So what is a stem changer? Okay, when your verb has a change in the beginning of the verb, so in the stem and in the ending of the verb, we call it a stem changer verb. So on your verb jugar, jug is the stem. I have it highlighted in orange there. And R is the ending, AR, right? So jug is going to change. Normally in all of our other verbs like hablar, we kept the able the same and we just stuck an ending on it based off of our chart. Well, on jugar, you have to alter the stem, okay? And there's a whole bunch of verbs that are going to do this. Eventually, you'll learn more and more as you get better at Spanish. So jug is going to change, and then we'll also still put the correct ending on it like normal. So jugar, if I want to put it in the to form for an example for you all. So if I want to say you play, I'm going to change jug to jueg. So the U turns into a UE. Okay? And then I'm going to put my AS ending because that's the to box ending like normal. So to say you play, I'm going to come up with juegas. Okay? So you can either remember that we turn the U into a UE on the verb jugar, or you can just memorize the chart. All right, and the endings, that's why we need to know our AR ending chart. If you know your ARs, then you know that's the AS for the to box. Okay, here we go. Here's some more weird stuff. So stem changers change their stems in all boxes in the chart except for nosotros. So that makes it even more weird. It's not good enough that the jug turns into jueg, but there's also a weird thing that the nosotros, it doesn't happen in. Okay, so because of this, I learned it as shoe verbs or boot verbs. Most teachers will teach you shoe verb or boot verb or stem vowel changer or stem changer. Okay, so we're going to call them shoe verbs or stem changers. So this is why it's called a shoe or boot verb. If you were to write the chart out, right, and you circled the ones that do the change, it looks like a shoe. As you can see, I drew a shoe for you. So also, as you can see, jugamos is outside of my shoe because it's not turning into a UE. Okay, so if you picture your shoe, it's what's outside that doesn't turn. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right. So, recap. Jugar means to play. It's an AR verb, so your endings are going to be o, as, a, amos, on, like normal. It's called a stem changer because hug is the stem, and that's what gets altered this time. It's also called a shoe verb because if you were to circle the things where the stem change happens, it forms a shoe. And the stem changes, meaning the beginning of the verb and the end, all are going to change on shoe verbs. And if you draw a shoe, what's out of the shoe is the thing that doesn't change. Okay? And Noe Turner wants proof that I make my own content. All right, so I'm gonna have you all try this. I'll probably have questions pop up if I'm good enough at making this quiz this time. So go ahead and try what all of these should be. I will give you like 30 seconds. I'm gonna mark 30 seconds on my phone here. And you guys write down the correct conjugation, and then I'll probably have some questions popping up where you have to show me them. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what your answers should have been now, and hopefully you have them all. So we should have juego, juegan, juegan for 3, jugamos for 4 without the E, juegas for 5, él juega for 6, and we want an accent on the word he, and then mis amigos y yo jugamos without the E. Okay, I think this is the end of my presentation. All right. I will have questions pop up as you go. Wait till the very last second to click submit like always, and have a good day. Ciao.